Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean, and this is our nightly video report for Wednesday, February 3rd, 2016. So, pretty wild ride today where my low target was hit as well as my upper target. So, tough to make heads or tails as far as the short-term next direction, and I'll explain why. But this is really the area that I was talking about as far as support. So we got down there a little bit of a panic buy signal candle, and from there we're heading up. Now we went right into resistance, and I was thinking about putting a short to everybody. I took a little bit myself, but I don't really think it was the right time yet, and I'll show you why. So the thing is this, is that if I move to a 5-minute chart and show you, we don't really have any bearish divergences on even the 5-minute chart here, where you can see this top was made right there. So my thinking is they could move higher, maybe up to the we could get to the 1920, we could get up to the 1925. That there would be then setting up bearish divergences on the 5-minute chart, and if I go back to the 15, it will also most likely get the 15-minute chart into some overbought levels here, and it will be into resistance. And the bullish divergences here are what led me not to want to short, even though we could have made more on the short position. We did our actually kind of really didn't make anything or lose anything. It would have been nice to hold it, but we had the bullish divergences yesterday, so this had me becoming a little more on the defensive side instead of rolling the dice and expecting this. And it kind of looked like that in the morning, where we had to pop up, but then sellers came in, and once support was found and we made a second bullish divergence, this is where we started to see some shorts cover. So right now we don't have the bearish divergences on the 5-minute chart, so my guess would be that they could give us another little push higher. I'd be interested in shorting that. Now here is the reason, is that right now the best pattern that fits is that this move down that we made the low in January is our wave A, and right now we're making an A, B, and then we're going to make a wave C. That will be the bigger wave B here, and then from there, that's when I expect these lows to be taken out. So why do I think the next move is lower? Is because right now we actually, really the best fit is that we are, this is our wave A, this is B, and now we're making the wave C of the larger wave B. And again, that really could bring us someplace down into the 1840, 1850 level. So if they push higher, really, I'm trying not to confuse you with the Elliott wave stuff. I'm just trying to give you, say, patterns that you can look, and this would be your A. I believe that we're coming up making the wave B, and then this will be the wave C, and that will be so this will be your A, B, and C. So that's all I'm looking at, is just 3 wave moves. I don't care about the 5 waves and stuff like that. We want to just concentrate on just these ABC patterns and being able to either go long or short at when we're approaching that wave C. So really right now this move, it should be just the first move down. This is a counter trend rally. Then we should get another push to the downside. And again, really some targets that you'd want to keep an eye on are all the way, what would make sense would be either the 1863 or even the 1840. The fact that we got to the 50% retracement already and started rallying is leading me to believe that the 63 or the 40 will be where we make that final wave C. And again, we're just kind of moving these around, and that will be actually a wave C of the B here, and then we are expecting this next one to go someplace up into this level here all the way, and I'm anticipating that once we make this low, The next rally is going to come, someplace up into the 1980, and it could go all the way to the 2024, and possibly even up to the 2040, which is this open gap. So right now, my best thing is this is just a little wave B before we make another move down. And again, the price targets, I'd be looking at the 1863, 1840. If things get bear ugly, then we could just come down and retest the previous lows at the 811. But again, once they're done, that's when I am anticipating that we are going to get this move. So there's a good buying opportunity that's approaching. I don't believe it's right now, but I think we could take a quick short move, especially if it moves up into this resistance area and gets held down, because it kind of looks like we're making a head and shoulders pattern, and being, here's the move up, here's your left shoulder, here's your head, and now we're making the right shoulder. That would entail that we could, that would suggest that we're going to make this wave B someplace down here. Now, just looking at, say, the bigger picture, just keeping it on the three-wave part of it, is I believe we made an ABC of an A, and now we're making an ABC that's going to be the B, and that's why I believe we can come all the way up into test these moving averages, even close this gap, make the B, and then once this tops, we are going to make the wave C down. And I have it down at the 1650. Some target areas would be 1733 down there. But if we just take a quick look at a weekly chart, and if we're just using retracements, we stopped at the 23% retracement. And if we're going to come down to the next retracement level, it's all the way down to 1583. Now, I'm not sure it's getting there. I'm not saying it's going to, but this would be that, where the wave C would go. So right now on the short term, I believe that if we see some strength tomorrow, I'm probably going to be using that to short, but it's going to be a fairly quick trade. I think it could be a quick trade with big points on the downside. But once that low is made, the next move was going to be to the upside, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the 2040 come into play to close the gap. So with that, let's see what plays out tomorrow, and have a great night.